The animated film The Lorax earns $70.7 million at the box office, the fifth highest return ever for an animated film, March 5th. Go for The Lorax. Did you ever see it?
No, I've seen commercials for it.
I never saw it either, but I know Lord Lorax, and he is just a doll. So I mean, just for that, I hope he gets $70.7 million one year. No, he's a real person. He's not a cartoon. The largest milkshake, 1,955 gallons of chocolate, Nelspruits, whatever that is, was in South Africa on this day. They had the largest milkshake.
So it brought all the boys to the yard?
The boys went to the yard. Yeah, I can't even say something so sad that thinking of South Africa, I just saw someone from South Africa on the cover of some stupid magazine, so we all know who that could be. He runs, he doesn't have real legs.
Oh,
yeah.
Sad story.
Oh,
Jesus.
I know, but Mandela's from there too, so we like you, South Africa. It's not your fault if you're from there. But you have the biggest milkshake in the whole world ever on this day. Grace Slick, on this day, was arrested for pointing a gun to a policeman. Oh, Grace Slick. I just don't know. Should we applaud that?
Yeah? Well, she's out of jail.
I don't think it matters, right? She's Grace Slick.
I think it...
What was she doing with the gun? I wonder what kind of gun it was. Was it a fake gun?
All guys were in love with Grace Slick.
How can they not be? Former Washington, D.C. Mayor Barry, I feel he's getting gypped right now. That Toronto guy is taking over. Nobody remembers that Mayor Barry did the same thing. Right? I feel he's getting the raw end of the deal here. But he got married. He divorced his wife, Effie, on this day. I wonder if that was before or after the crack. But,
the last thing you eat?
I don't know, but they got divorced on this day. Poor Mayor Barry. But, D.C. is a dirty town, I have to say. Ethics Committee votes to reveal congressmen who bounced checks on this day. Do you think that should be a committee? I guess votes to reveal congressmen. Do you think it's like? Do you think they should be
on that committee and make $150,000, to investigate these guys?
That would be good.
I just sit there and
Ethically, he bounced a check. Yes, I know. Yankee pitchers Peterson and Kikich announced they swapped wives on this day.
Nice.
Woo! Go Yankees.
Was there a no return policy?
I don't know, but they announced on this day that they didn't know. Were they identical twins or something? And they didn't know? Did they do it on purpose? The SDS Weatherman terrorist group bombed, this is terrible, 18 West 11th Street in New York City on this day. Does anybody remember that? It was 1970. 18 West 11th Street. It's not very far from here, and I never even heard of that.
Sad.
But it doesn't say anything happened other than they had a group bomb.
The bomb exploded in the house by accident.
Do you remember that?
I know. I read about it a few years ago.
So you know of it?
Yeah, it's by NYU.
Wow, and it was by accident? Is that like that gas pipe? Poor New Jersey. Whoever's affected by that gas blow-up explosion yesterday, we wish you only the best. The Beatles record From Me to You and Thank You Girl on this day.
You know where
There's
we
always
went?
something Beatles. We went to Abbey Road.
We went to Abbey Road?
We did. We were at Abbey Road. That was like a year ago right now.
We heard the pianos.
We heard little tidbits of what they did while they recorded. Like, did he play a book? Paul McCartney, you don't remember that, Jimmy? Oh, Jimmy. They told us so many things. Elvis Presley ends a 2-year hitch in the U.S. Army on this day. Elvis was a free man. Go, Elvis. I just love Elvis on the Flintstones the best. You remember his name was Elvis Parsley? Yeah. Sergeant Bilko satirizes Elvis Presley on this day while he was still in the Army and called him Elvis Pelvin. Was that because of his swinging hips? King Kong was first televised on this day, March 5th. And Mother-in-Law's Day was first celebrated on this day. Was it only celebrated that time? Because I never heard of that. Today is Mother-in-Law's Day, if anybody cared. But I wonder if it still matters. It was 1934 that it was celebrated in Amarillo, Texas. And I don't know if it ever continued.
You know what my mother-in-law said?
No.
We were at dinner. She says, "I don't like the way you're pouring the orange soda."
Good for her. She probably was doing a bad job, Jimmy. I'll defend your mother-in-law. Why not?
Thank you.
First jazz recording for Victor Records was released on this day. That's cool. Covent Garden Opera House. That's where we stayed. Covent Garden was destroyed in a fire on this day. But I think they have the new one now.
Everything's all fixed up.
Yeah. First performance of Ludwig von Beethoven's Fourth Symphony in B. Is that is that the famous Beethoven song? Would you know, Anne? You don't know? Well, the first performance of Beethoven's Fourth Symphony in B was on this day. Go Beethoven. Oh, it could be that. That might be what it is. That's not. That's the fifth?
Oh, that's.
Wow, that's the fifth. I love that. Well, today is the fourth. First American Shakespearean production was altered in New York City on this day, and it was Richard III in 1750. Oh, they claim it was altered. That was the first time Shakespeare was in New York City, and they fucked it up. Smoking tobacco introduced in Europe on this day by Francisco Fernandez in 1558. If he only knew they're doing those electronic ones now, he would probably be very upset. But that's a long time of smoking, right? Birthdays today. Nikki Taylor. Who remembers Nikki Taylor? And wait, she had the sister that died in the car crash, remember? I remember that. Those Taylor sisters. Eva Mendez's birthday is today. Tina Marie. Did she pass away? Yeah, recently, right?
Year and a half.
Happy birthday, Tina Marie. Penn Jillette from Penn and Teller. His birthday is today. Alan Clark, the keyboardist of Dire Straits. Eddie Grant's birthday is today. Electric Avenue. I know. Who, you remember that? I know, right? I know. I lived in Philly during that song, and that was like whenever it came on, everyone did. I love that song. Eddie Grant. Murray Head, born in London. Murray Seafield St. George Head. He had one hit song, One Night in Bangkok. Who remembers that one? Another one. It's a one-hit wonder birthday day. Mario de Carmo Geronimo, the Brazilian who lived to be at least 126 years old. It's his birthday today. I wonder how old he'd be now. And Jack Cassidy, who remembers him? Shirley Jones's ex and David Cassidy's daddy. Right, yeah. Angels, people who passed away on this day, we always celebrate them. Vivian Stanshall, the British musician who was actually on the Magical Mystery Tour. She passed away, so she's an angel with us. Gloria Carter Spann, President Carter's sister. She's an angel with us today. JiMMy Carter's sister. Michael Sklar, I had to say that because I know someone named Michael Sklar, and this is not him. This was a different one, and he was a comedian on Laugh-In and Sha-Na-Na. And he died at 39 years old on this day, so he's with us today. John BeLuShi. This is the day. John BeLuShi, may he rest in peace. We will celebrate this day, and this is for you, John BeLuShi. I know it was an accident. Now he's with Philip Seymour Hoffman. I know he greeted him. I always thought that he was the one that was there to greet Philip. I think so. And PaTsY Cline. It's the day that she passed away, and she was only 30 years old. God, PaTsY, you did a lot. Well, she's remembered forever. And our show today, they're here with us today. So we're in good company. All right, so you ready to meet some people?
Oh, sure.
All right, we will be back on this day of, what show is this?
This is the rew-who show, directly from New York City.
At Otto Shrunken Head.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll be right back.